Actually,
You've only got to put that in that, man. So he was going to look right, and we are rolling, so I can just expose him. No, mate, it's on camera,
I'm
mate.
not guilty, bro.
I guarantee you see the horn coming in. He was going to put. I've literally just opened this can, and he was going to stick a chewing gum. That it was funny. he was like hovering in it as if, like, is this all right, mate? And I was like, absolutely not, bro.
You've not earned your can yet.
How? What did I need to do?
You need comedy gold to earn your can.
Oh, right.
Or it gets chewing gummed. Or it gets gummied, bro.
Is that the new thing?
Aye.
Everyone,
chewing gum in glasses.
Everyone's doing it. You're getting chungied.
It's the craziest sweep in the nation.
Oh, the kids. Imagine that. See, it's the new electric scooter.
Yeah, it's the new. What was that Pokemon thing again?
Oh,
I mean, that mad craze.
Mate, I was. See,
you were into that, weren't you?
Honestly, I was in, but I wasn't it, mate.
Was it Pokemon Go or something like that?
It was, mate. I really didn't actually play it that much. I don't know why I'm acting as if I really was. I think I went out a couple of times at the back to see if any were there, but
chase them away, no?
Aye, mate.
Imagine a mad truffle, like,
fuck up, there's a dragon in my back. What the fuck, man? You're like edging through the blinds and shit. Fuck off, man. No way. I can see it, man. Mate, that would send people crazy, bro.
And that's what drugs do to people.
And don't take them, because that's fucking out of order.
They're really bad.
We always, mate, we've said it so many times, we do not condone doing anything like that ever.
Actively hate people that they do it. You said you're going to smash them, didn't you?
Mate, do you know what? See if somebody actually fucking decided to do that in my company, right? Know what I'd do?
What'd you do?
Put a claim in at G4 Claims, bro.
Oh, that's a smart man move, that.
That's exactly what I would do. I would get the claim put in, because I'm no fucking having that. No in my watch.
No.
So, aye. That you've got to get in touch with them. Also, if you want to start your own podcast, if you're thinking about it, if you're watching us thinking, Mamma Mia, or Mamma Grazia, as they say in Northern Italy. How mad that? Found that out. Complete lie. And then what happens is, you want to start a podcast, get in touch with Greg, podcast studio manager. He can get you up here, get you a wee try at the things, you know.
If you think you're up to it.
If you think you're up to it, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough, I think the famous shout used to be. And
Evan Reilly invites people to fight him.
I can see the headlines now, guys. But we're sponsored by G4 Claims. Get at them if you need them. If you want to start a podcast, get in touch also. Their stuff's in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Oh my goodness. What we're going to be doing today, Jamie? Let's introduce it a bit to the people.
Well, I know there's a Q&A coming up.
Oh boy, is there. Mammy daddy, good God and governor, I believe they say. Aye man, going to be doing some questions. Going to be doing a bit of this, a bit of that.
I've got something we can play with the viewers.
Oh my God.
Interactive conversation.
Are you ready to be played with? That's what you've got to ask yourself. And of course, you know, we're going to be taking the questions. What do you want to do first?
I think, we'll go with my wee interactive game, right?
Right, okay, so we can start with that.
Have you heard that, like, the Florida man craze?
Yeah, I think so, mate. I think I've been made aware.
So it's like there's fucking, like, so many headlines with that in it, like Florida man does this, and it's like mad shit. So you can just type in like your date of birth and it will come up like your version of it. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So I was looking at that today and I thought we could do it. So do you want to do it?
Let's go. How do we do it?
You're at home want to do it? Right, so you type in, what's your date of birth? What's your birthday again?
You don't know?
Is it 14th?
No, 15th.
15th bastard, right. So 15th December, right? Florida man. So your one is, Florida man accused of masturbating in Walmart toy section turns himself in. They're up to some mad stuff, bro.
No comment, bro. That's what I say, man.
That's normal Google, you're typing it in. It's not a mad like website that makes it for you.
I'm just
putting in Google, right? So Joseph, what's your birthday again?
21st of May, pal.
So it is. I should know that.
Solid birthday.
I know that's a good birthday, and mine's just shit. Yours is shit.
Just trying to figure out what month you would have been consumed in.
Couldn't consumed.
Imagine that somebody said that to you in all seriousness.
It's no consumed, is it?
I don't know, is it?
No, that means ate.
It's
Consummated or something.
Something like
conceived.
Conceived.
Right.
Conceived.
Conceived.
Consumed. That sounds like a bad
The day you got ate.
That sounds like you got taken by aliens, man.
Right, so Joseph's Florida man is... Florida man climbs atop playground equipment in Clearwater Park Beach. Equipment, sorry. Oh, no, wait, because you need to click on that one. Mate, yours is shite, to be fair. Florida woman arrested for allegedly kissing strangers at bar before punching alligator.
Solid one.
That is a good one, isn't it?
I
Right,
can see that video.
so I'm not going to do mine.
How?
Will I do mine?
Go
We'll
on.
let the viewers do theirs and all.
Aye.
Put in a wee ticking clock. Right, so my Florida man is... Florida man arrested for having sex with a miniature horse on multiple occasions.
Jesus Christ.
Mate, it's a mad craze, right? But the reason I ended up getting onto this...
Mate, that's just so that does prove Florida is the wildest state. It's got to be, like during COVID and that, UFC were like, it was like height of lockdown that, and UFC were like, would you think about us putting on fights? And they're like, fuck it. I mean, it was like, on you go, man.
I was like spring break kings and that and all.
Aye, mate, they videos, they're like spring break in Florida. Fucking
it's like the only place we could come and
I know, mate, I know.
Aye, so the thing I was wanting to tell about that, like when we were saying like Florida's a pure maddest place and that, was because we were there. Like I found this Florida man, right? It was a guy and he was like, do you remember something called Hurricane Irma? Like IRMA?
IRMA?
Like the hurricane? No. So that pure like...
When were you talking?
2017.
I'm only good with hurricanes past maybe 2019 range.
Like 1991 to 97 and all that.
I know that's my specialty. So no, I don't remember it. Was it a bit? Was that good?
It was a happy one.
I was going to say it was a good tune, but like
it was a
in force terms.
Aye.
Was it good?
It was an awesome one. Aye.
If people were judging hurricanes, was it a high-ranking hurricane?
It was like category 5 or whatever they say. Like
how many categories? I love it.
Mate, I think there's only 5.
Really?
Actually,
Fuck, I need to really get sidestyle the story.
One of them was heading to Florida, and then it was like this guy started a mad group to all go out and shoot it with our guns. So
shoot the hurricane. That is the most American thing I've ever heard.
I get it off, it's funny, but that was how I ended up getting on to Florida, man. But then I realised, like, I was like 2017 September, I was like, me and Joe and that were there, and I actually remember like it being weird and like, because my memories feel bad, but I get mad flashbacks to it, like the telly we were watching and like we were like Odin's Raven. And I got a mad flashback to like it being pure pouring down and mad thunder and lightning and all that while we were there. But there's
that's a green screen.
Aye, but that was like what they were wanting to do.
That's a news anchor.
I mean, like, what is the logic behind that, man? Is that fucking shoot it away, boys?
I was thinking it's a hurricane, though, like the things that spin. You would think the bullets would just be spinning about. Do you know what I mean? They might actually come back and hit them, mate. Which should it's like they fucking videos you see people hitting like a football into the wind and it just comes fucking away back. Aye. Have you seen the mad cunts that they? I don't know. Went a pure rabbit hole of watching trick shot TikToks. Have you seen them? And they fling basketballs off like 90 stories at like 6 city worlds and that. That's what it's called.
Imagine, I was thinking about this as well, like how do you even, there's a lot of things that I think, how do you even start really doing that shit? Like, how do you discover like surely you need to get some things figured out in your life before you start just like going, this is, I don't know, like I feel like
a frisbee through like 6 hoops.
There's too many, like I need to go to work and that, know what I mean? Like I don't really, how is this how you earn money? Like, and like, it's like, I get when they get like 3 million subscribers and it's like, right, this is your job, but what are you doing up from 0 to 3 million? Like when the time it must take to get these trick shots. I used to watch there used to be a guy on TikTok, he's fell off. I'm sorry to say.
Is he falling off?
It's a huge shout.
Plus ratio.
He's I've got hold this L, fuck's sake. No, but mate, there's a guy and he was called like, I don't even know his name. He used to like say I can never miss. He had like a basketball hoop and in every video he would be doing the maddest shots, but none of them would ever miss. But obviously he was just doing it until he got the one clip.
Aye, and
he was just acting the same in every clip as if it was the first time he was doing it again, which is quite smart. But like,
how many times would you need to pure jump in front of the camera and be like, first try and all that, mate? Like, imagine the like 600th time I doing that.
That is a pretty insane thing to be. That's what I'm saying. How do you end up doing that with your life?
You need to be insane.
The people.
Oh, Conor Reilly does all that shit. He does like wee hacky sack things. Maybe it's just.
How do you get to a curve?
Like, how do you make that your thing? Like, I am the trick guy.
But it was like it is always fun to go like in that bin and all that. Like, it is fun to do shit like that.
So how do you get into that?
I've been doing things like that because I do remember having like I used to have like a wee basketball hoop that was like for my washing, for my soaps and all that. I used to be like, oh no, doing wee trick shots for
that. You could have been a star on TikTok.
Yeah, I could have just kept going.
Imagine
that did perfect.
You could have been. That would have been insanity.
But it's mad because that, like, when I was watching them in this rabbit hole, there was some of them that were like big production companies that were like, we're in the blah 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 warehouse and all that.
And they pure set up a mad elaborate trick
Lamborghinis all lined up and you fling something through the windows or something. Like,
where do you not have like kids and that you need to go and see? Like, what is? It's just insane, mate. I don't know. As I say, how do you get for nothing
Conor Reilly?
But Connor's is like a hot, like he doesn't post it and think like I'm going to make it. This is going to get me to the top. Mate, it's just like a mad fun thing for him.
Do you know what's funny? But see, Conor, like, he's always does stuff on stories. So his stuff's always just, like, he does mad funny shit and you're like, I'd like to watch it again, but it's like 24 hours.
Conor, if you're listening, put the shit, like, post it. Like, these are amazing things you're doing for humanity. Like throwing shit into small spaces and
tea bags up your nose and all that.
Let's see them multiple times. We don't want to just lose it after 24 hours. And that is a message to a friend of the show.
It's a public service announcement just to Conor.
Have you seen Jackass?
No, did you see it?
I need to talk a bit about Jackass because I went, right, and I was in the perfect state to be watching Jackass, put it that way, right? So we went, me, Paige, Sully, Donachie, all went to the fort. We watch it, and when it came on, I was like, we'd be nostalgia, the way down, like it just gets, you're like, here we go. But then
it's 2003 again.
But then, mate, it was, I don't know, like it was good, and I defo liked most of it, but there was bits, and I was just like, I feel like our brains have passed that mad period in time where that is like heavy funny, and it's like. Even though some of it they do pure well and it's good and it's funny, it's just like some of it you're just like, why is he even doing that? It's not even like a funny thing. It's
my
just
pal was saying last night, he was saying he went to see it and it was like, it's like mad, the kind of typical like boys will be boys thing, amplified to like 1,000, but then they're all like 50 and all that.
Mate, they walk like that. Johnny Knoxville just walks about with a taser, mate, just pure. It's just like, it's that's fake, all fake, mate.
I was going to tell a story there about a guy I met for Cambuslang, and all he told me was always carry a hatchet. Always carry a hatchet, bro.
Who was this guy?
A guy called Gordon,
man.
Honestly, he was like, where are you favourite? I was like, Springburn. He goes, Cambuslang, walked away.
Always carry a hatchet.
Aye.
What can I say, mate?
Do you?
No comment.
No face, no case.
Always got that thing on me, bro. the hatchet, mate.
The hatchet?
Mate, you ever find a Cambuslang man with his hatchet on him, mate? He's no Cambuslang man, put it that way. Aye, mate, we love our hatchets doing Cambuslang. Mate, Cambuslang, tell you a fun fact about Cambuslang. Right? Famous for making hoovers, mate. No joke. No. And that sounds like one of the lies I do, right? Aye. On your life, famous in like those streets and that called Hoover Drive and shit. I swear, mate. Back in the old days, mate. Grannies. back in the glory days, I Cambuslang, no.
The company Hoover?
Aye, or no, like vacuum
they're making like they're a famous Hoover manufacturer.
Aye.
And I'm proud to say that on this podcast.
Is McVitie's hanging factory and all that? That shit has shells in it.
It was there, mate. They're cutting it. So.
That's terrible, isn't it?
Shite, mate. Shite, but...
Where we going to get a biscuit?
Just did it Asda or something.
Foxy's or something.
I think biscuits are still going to be a bit, man.
Are you sure?
Imagine there was just no biscuits. I mean, you can't do no biscuits. I'd be on the streets marching with a McVitie's fucking... I would get all the boys...
Picket lines.
I would like get my face painted as a digestive biscuit and all that.
Don't do that.
Oh, I can't be doing that.
The other side of it, the other side of it.
Aye.
No,
The Mexican side.
I'm kind of that colour already, man.
You're biscuit colour.
I'm like bottom of a digestive colour. That is an insane fucking an insane thing to just realise about yourself, mate. I don't know how I feel.
You gotta have that in the CV now.
Aye. Imagine you went to
LinkedIn.
CV. Imagine you went to CV and that was fucking madness. But aye, I would be out in the streets, mate, picketing and that.
That's a
They just
serious cause.
Ended the bickies. Go
They,
fund me and
they
that.
would have to like stop multiple companies for working in that. Like it's
Imagine
not just
that's just how it worked. Like we didn't know, right? But actually, McVitie's just dealt with every biscuit, and then that's why it was such a mad thing. And we're like, and then we just go, and it's like, nah, but everybody's now like when KFC ran out of chicken and all that. So would you think fucking disgraceful? Honestly, nah biscuits.
McDonald's just ran out of that
Oh,
chicken
aye.
Big Mac, man, but nobody's eating it.
Have you had one of them yet? Have you
I
tried?
had one.
Is it good?
I mean, it's a one and done, I think, mate.
Is that? Aye.
I mean, I'm glad I experienced it, but
Yeah. You're glad you could say you were there. I was there.
it's that a moment in history.
Aye.
It is. It
Like
really
everybody
is.
knows where they were when, like in 9/11 and all that. Like it's one of the
It's
ones.
one to
innit?
tell the grandwains, aye. Be my shit Big Mac.
That's tragedies. It's like that.
Aye. 9/11. There was the stock market crash. There was.
The NFT war, the crypto chaos, I lived through it all, honestly.
Aye.
But fucking...
Hey, let's get into some of these questions. So my boss has asked, can you ask Jamie why he can't fill out his paperwork at his actual work?
This actually happened, so...
That's my answer to that.
First question is from Shannon Henderson. She wants to know, what's the most fried thing you have done at a gaff or witnessed someone do? Now, when I seen this question, brother,
One popped to mind.
my eyes lit up, cannot lie. So thank you for sending it in. So, I remembered this story about 2 weeks ago. I don't know why now, my just stories pop back to you. So,
Aye.
we were up at this gaff, and do you remember a young man called Jay?
Oh, Big J.
Now let's recap the people on Jay, because Jay is actually a young man who, if you've not seen the first episode, probably it was,
Aye, we talked about him.
Jay's a young man who, you know, he was failing computing, really didn't have a clue about it, never passed one thing. He was not interested in computers, put it that way, right? And Big J, man, just thought, I think he was doing his prelims, and he thought, today's the day, I'm going to just take a half ecce and go into my prelim. Cause,
Smart thing to do,
and the
innit?
thing is, right, it might seem a funny thing, ha. He had nothing to lose at this point. Ha, I know you're thinking, ha. Big J taking an ecce. But at the end of the day, he had nothing to lose, the way I see it, right?
The only way was up.
The only way was up, really, quite literally. So he takes a half ecce and he comes out, mate, fucking get like a B passed, mate. The first thing he's ever passed, it was his prelim.
Unreal, mate.
And some are saying that he's going to get studied. His brain will get studied for that. But
Went
again,
into the Matrix, man.
Aye.
he clocked in. He
did.
And I hope he's still clocked in, because you know, it's very easy to clock out.
So, what was this story about him? That was just setting
Aye.
up the character, wasn't it?
I'm just reminding people of, you know, this young man. So we're up at this gaff, and we're all just doing what we do, right? Sweeties, right? It's happening, right? Young men being silly, you know.
Young, wild and free.
Young, wild and free, and that is a beautiful, beautiful thing to say.
Wild and free.
Young, wild and free, bro. And there's the Reilly's Gaff merch.
That's it.
There's the Reilly's Gaff
Coming
merch
soon.
right there. Coming soon, guys. Before I tell the story, why don't we let the people in?
Let's do it.
Now, we've got a wee announcement, a small minor announcement,
It's
I
a
would
wee
say.
thing.
It's not that big. But
No for us, anyway.
if you're wanting, you know, we always say buy the Collection 26 hoodie, buy this. And we still want you to buy the Collection 26 hoodie. You can have both. But soon, the Reilly's Gaff hoodie is going to be making an appearance.
The Reilly's Gaff hoodie, the Reilly's Gaff t-shirts. Aye.
Mugs.
Oh, did you not know about this? we're going to have a meeting in that.
We're going to a meeting, mate.
I thought you knew.
Not a real life meeting. We got a real life meeting.
I know.
And it's insane, mate.
At Reilly's
But
Gaff, the first meeting, that'll be a good day.
the first Reilly's Gaff meeting, would you want to do? Turn up like
Big white suits.
White suits.
That's the way that me and you can both look our smartest.
we should carry a coffin in, bro. That would be a
A
good
white coffin.
to show that, like, I think what we could do is like say like all our bad energy is in this coffin.
Aye. Or we could say that.
Aye. And
It's a real.
we're killing it today.
Yep.
And that'll be a great way to meet the guy.
That's a quite
and
arty thing to do as well.
You know, I'm a very, very spiritual, sensual guy, mate.
Sensual?
Did you not know?
No, I've never experienced it.
Extremely, mate. So, man, we're getting the hoodies made, everything made.
We're going into the garment business.
We're going into the garment business, so, I mean, you can get it if you want it. That's the message that's been sent out, man. That is really the message that's been sent out there, guys. So, it's coming, man, and stickers and all sorts of shit, man.
All sorts of literal shit, I know.
We can sort that out, mate. I know a guy.
Obviously a bit more, like, because it's deep.
I know a guy in Dalmuir, actually, that sells shit,
Aye.
mate, 50 quid for 3 shits.
For 3 shits? And
Aye.
do you need to buy the 3? I hate when they do that.
Aye, because it's like minimum 3 purchase.
Mate, that's annoying, isn't it?
Aye.
Because then you need to buy 3 shits and you only wanted one.
I know.
We've all been there.
Look, everybody's been there, right? You're trying to buy a bit of shit for a guy in Dalmuir. He's trying to hustle you. And there's really, where else you're going to go? Anywhere else?
Oh no, I know there is. There's a place doing it. Oh mate, I was about to say Bethlehem. I meant to say Bearsden.
Bethlehem.
There's a wee bit doing it Bethlehem. Is that?
There's all the Christians There's all the. We just lost our Christian fan base, mate. Let's get back to the question. I've not even fucking told it. So, we're in this gaff with young Jay. Mate, right? We're doing what we do, right? We're all fucked, and like it's just one night, man. One night, and he decides tonight's the night. This Eki, it's not gonna have my mouth, mate.
No.
It's going up my arse.
He asked it.
Asked it, mate, and asked it. You know.
What was why? Because cunts did you, like, that was a
I
thing.
got you, mate. I can hand on heart tell you I've never done that in my life, right?
Right.
But I've been with people who do it. Well, no, do it regularly. It's a sort of like a...
It's a showpiece.
It's a...
In the middle of the living room hanging.
It's the last level, mate. It's the last level of the flea, man.
The big boss.
It's the last level at the flea market. But the thing is, mate, he does this, right? And it's not a pleasant thing. Like, it sounds funny. The room was reeking of shite, mate. Like, and I don't know if he had a bit of residue left in there. Obviously, these things happen to people.
Was it a spectacle hanging in the middle of the room?
I think
Or was that a private thing?
I would say it was a bit of a performance, but it was, but he was... he was enjoying. I don't know. Was he enjoying it? I think you know he done what he done, mate. Right. So he put it up his arse, and while the room was reeking of shite, and he was absolutely ripping at his nut, mate. And like it was getting to like 6 a.m. and that, right. And I just remember sitting on the couch and looking at her, right. And he's at the windy, right. It was like, you know how you get like a gaff and it's like a big windy, and it's like a wee, what would you even call that, an enclave?
Oh, like a
wee bit in the wall that like goes in.
I know what you
and
mean.
then like like a wee bit, if that went back and then out and then back out, right?
Right.
He was standing in that, right? He was horn against like the wall, right? Like that. Like just doing that with his horn, right? And I'm like that. What are you doing? He's like that. Playing the puggy, bro. Right? And he was like that. In his pockets and that. You was getting any change, no? And I was actually like that. You're not playing a puggy, mate. He was just stoning.
Mate,
firing like invisible coins into the air, mate.
So he's imagining the coins, I know.
He imagined that he was fucking playing a puggy, mate. How'd you go to that?
That happened.
Like the war maybe got him his senses up.
Aye, like because he's experiencing it a wee bit because he's he's horn somewhere.
Like I think he was throwing legit coins into mid-air, so maybe he was like, because I remember him turning around going like, you got any coins on it? Like,
aye, so
he had ran out.
He realised he'd
either ran out invisible coins or real coins, and either way it's a fucking horrific
imagine
thing to do.
Limiting the amount of like imagine the coins you could get. Like imagine when
like
run out.
that's a next level of fucked in it. Like you've actually tripped out and imagined something in the physical world, and you've like limited the number that you can have.
Let yourself run out.
You can literally just keep inventing them in your brain, mate, and you've actually put a limit on it. Like that is a whole next level, man.
It's like meta.
But shout out to young Jay, man. I hope he's listening. I miss you, brother.
Similar to this, we were camping once, and I was obviously the way you get when you go camping in like Scotland when you're like 17, 18. That's what you do. I seen how the trees and then it had like the white clouds behind it, and I looked up at that, and I seen like a wee like old school like cha-ching cha-ching thing, like just for a split second. I mean, I was like, fuck, pure heard it in that.
Can I just clarify what people do when they're camping? Isn't it the rectal?
No, it's the oral.
The oral incision.
Ingesting ecstasy.
The oral consumption.
Aye.
And that was young Jamie. What a boy. But hey, have you got eaten? What is the question? I'm maddest.
It's like
most fried thing you've done at a gaff or witnessed someone do?
Right, so that's something you've witnessed, right?
I witnessed that. That wasn't me.
So this isn't what like someone done or anything like that, or it isn't something I've done, but it was a fried thing, right? So we were in fleeing in my gaff, right? And somebody like kind of spotted at the window that it was pure bright, even though it was like 5 a.m. or something. And we all kind of looked out at similar times, and there was like a motor on fire, like right outside my housemate, and we were all sitting like, is that happening? And there was some people that weren't like fleeing that were like acting to that normally, like, right, what do we need to do and all that, and it was like just such a pure...
Oh my god, that would be a pure surreal experience.
Aye, mate, it was so weird. I'm a like deep person.
Bumped out.
Aye, mate, it was strange, man.
Fucking hell, man.
But have we got any other?
Right, so your pal, mate, Siggy.
Shout out to Siggy.
Has asked about the video of me singing Eminem.
Which I've never heard
Aye,
of.
so you've never even seen this video, right?
No.
It's... Right, so I'll give you a bit of context. This is in Dusseldorf, right?
Right.
So I was on a stag do, my brother-in-law's stag do, and I remember, like, I don't know, Stan by Eminem's a very... It's almost second nature to me, mate, so... Aye, so I'll just play it, man, if people
It's
want to see it.
a young Evdo Reilly.
A lot of people have actually been asking recently about this.
Oh, bars. Fucking, what's been up, man? How's your daughter? It's a performer. Mate, why did you not get into rap and singing? Mate, do you know who you sound like rapping? Chris for Sopranos, mate. Like, rapping.
You look like him on that.
This is they're very aggressive.
Mate, people wanted to see that video. It's been there for a long time, but that was... And if you zoom in on the guy, look at the guy, mate, this was in Germany, right? No, like, look at the fucking host of he was not happy that full time, by the way. I swear, like, I thought they would have had a bit of a laugh with me, but they really were just looking as if, like, what are you doing?
Is that like a German thing? Because see, in Spain it would be like a guy like, come on,
mate, I swear. So like we started in this bar steaming, right? And mate, it was like I made my name on it pure Paddy Roberts. Like I didn't even know I was just wrecked.
When was this in?
Mate, this was 2018 or something maybe. But like the 5 people that were on before me were all singing pure
Robbie Williams Angels,
and like everybody was pure, and I was like, I'm going to actually tear the roof off this place, bro. But mate, they did not enjoy it.
Mate, I once sang
they did not enjoy it.
Me and my family always do karaoke. That's something I think, like, if we ever go on holiday and all that.
Everybody takes it.
See, for a few years, like, I would do like kind of nice songs. Not as a wee guy, I was doing like McFly and all that, obviously, right?
What McFly stuff? 5 colours.
5 colours in the hair and that, obviously.
Were you doing the pure
the mad jump up? I like the scissor kick jumping. And then you pause in midair and you're just stuck there like... but then one year I decided to do Killing in the Name of Rage Against the Machine, and it's pure like fucking can't stand it. People bounced about and all that, and I did the same level of performance as well.
And it was like
my granny not like holding her purse not.
I don't know that boy up there.
Blessing me,
holy water. He's the devil!
The power of Christ!
That's no offspring of mine! Oh man. But what's happening?
So karaoke, yeah?
Karaoke.
2 karaoke kings.
That's it, man. Karaoke king of the land.
So do I move on to another question?
Aye, let's get a question, man. I'll have a wee look as well. Let's see what's happening.
Richard Dixon, some guy.
Some man.
We know Ricky Dicky, don't we? So he's asked us for a Kanye versus Pete Davidson fight breakdown. He set up that kind of boxing
Well, mate,
analogy here. Who's winning in that? Who's...
I don't know, man. Look, Kanye is... If we thought he lost it before, mate, the marbles have gone. The marbles have left the premises.
They were on their way out, but
they were sort of rolling downhill pretty fast, and they have left the building.
Yep.
Mate, Kanye is... I don't know what he's
in
on,
the sauce,
mate.
isn't he?
I think that is just you don't want his life, mate. Like, I don't think he's a happy guy, you know what I mean? I don't think he, feels... Obviously, he's a billionaire, man. I don't think he feels happy
like
all
that
the
video
time.
of him that's like... You've seen that? He's smiling for the camera.
He's actual you said you don't know much about this.
Well, so I've kind of... I know that's heavy old, obviously, but I'm just saying that's like him being happy, like you're saying, even though he's fucking get everything he could want.
I know.
But I seen a video, right, that was like... I just seen on Twitter, never clicked on a video so fast as when Kanye went live, right? And I was like, oh, fuck. So I went on his Insta and he was live and he was in this big, mad... weird, it looked like a mad car parking kind of place, massive big concrete place that had sun coming through the roof, and it was a mad private choir, and they were singing kind of gospel tunes, but they were all wearing black and all that, and he was walking about videoing it, and I was just that's cool and that, but it's weird to just be... At
what stage do you start wanting that shit?
Aye.
But this is a thing, mate.
And you always say warm your mitts, and it everywhere he goes looks cold, big marble walls and all that. You know what I mean?
So he's a cold man.
You need to warm
But Pete Davidson is obviously not of a kind of build to be fighting people. But mate, see, the thing is with a fight, we learned through your fight story at school. You can never look. I think Kanye might be a bit of a chicken head.
Is he no short and Pete Davidson's tall and that?
Pete Davidson's got the reach, mate.
What is he? He calls himself King of Staten Island or something?
The King of Staten. Well,
you don't get to be king with battering hundreds of people. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He was just in a film called that.
Aye, is it not a bit?
He does know, mate.
The King of Staten Island.
We just gave him his nickname. The King, Pete Davidson. Well, see, honestly, the King of Staten Island, mate, I think he's actually going to take this fight, to be honest.
So explain to me, is this a thing that's gone to that Dana White and all that? Is this... what is this? What
it's
do you
not
mean
a real
taking
thing,
on the fight? What does that mean?
Mate, because Kanye's gone nuts at him because he's dating Kim Kardashian.
Aye.
And he's posting all sorts of shit, mad memes, constantly pure, saying he's got to fucking beat him up and all that. He's calling him Skeet, and everybody's
Skeet
he's going to get called
because Pete...
And she's
that is it's a pure weird relationship, innit, Kim and him? It's so strange, man, but it's kind of that kind of... I don't really want to talk about pure celebrity gossip, or pure e-entertainment.
Imagine that's all we just started doing.
So Pete Davidson...
That is big news, man.
Aye, and two people have asked for it, including Ricky Dicky. So what's happening here?
Who's winning? He wants to know who's winning in a fight.
Aye,
basically.
so do you want to give me what's happened so far in a boxing kind of content?
But there's no fight happening, mate.
No, but you could say so then Kanye went back with a punch and did this and all that. Is that
But he's no doing anything back, Pete. He's just I don't want
Is
any of this. Aye.
So how is there a fight involved in that then? Just
that's screenshots of Kim Kardashian and that.
Right, so of loving consideration to it. Well, thank you. There are dangerous people out there, and this is scary. It doesn't have to be. Fuck's sake.
Mate, he's losing.
He says at the end.
Always do everything to protect. Nothing physical happens to Skeet.
Mate, nothing physical happens. Mate, he's just...
Aye, so what? Because Kanye was mind. It was college dropout and all that, and graduation, and he was a mad cool young wee producer guy. And then it's just kept. Is it money that does that? Mind we watched
do you know what it is, mate? Do you know what I honestly think it is? When everybody in the world saying you're an actual genius, mate. You are a genius. That's what turns cunts pure. I'm fucking... they start feeling like they're no even for this planet, and obviously he's getting all the money, he's one of the most famous guys in the world.
Universal feedback.
Mate, I can't actually imagine... this is the thing, you can obviously everybody's he's fucking lost the plot in that, but you can't actually imagine what it must be like to live in somebody that famous
Mate,
as Heed.
it's like
insane,
Walt
mate.
Disney and all that and all. Like when people get this rich and like hundreds of yes men just hit
It's harder.
It's like they
aye.
turn mad, mate. There's so many like instances of that. Do you know that like Walt Disney was like a mad crackpot and people
Aye.
are like, is Disney live a normal life?
Mate,
like,
it's harder to be normal than it. No, it's
is
harder
it,
to
mate,
be.
this sounds
it's
like up here like with millionaires. Like I feel like when you go that, like,
no, but it's
making excuses for them, like,
if you were that rich and famous in that, like it's actual hard. It's probably harder to be normal than it is just like. Because we have a very different life for these people. Like it's just insane. Like even obviously Britney Spears was murdered today with like what a family were doing to her. But like mate, see if you actually watch videos of Britney Spears and the paparazzi, mate, it actually makes me feel like sick. Like I couldn't. Every time she like goes out her front door, it's it's not even like that anymore. I don't think, but like there's like 100 of them, like flash,
mate,
right into a motor, and it's like how you meant to actually be all right with that. That's your
mate,
life.
there's a mad law called Britney's Law or something because of that.
I guess that like Rihanna doesn't seem like she's like that, or like do you know what I mean? She's probably like similar level in that, but it's just I don't know, man. It's just people's ego, and it just explodes.
Goes out of control. It's like us now, isn't it? With this podcast, mate.
What a great joke, Evan. Jamie, wasn't that great a joke.
Handsome though.
Yeah. But guys, you know the deal by now. You want to make some shmoney? Scott McClure's your man. Here's the thing with Scott McClure. Actually, fun fact about Scott McClure, his dad is Troy McClure from The Simpsons. And I don't know how that worked. You'd need to ask him yourself. But you should go and ask him at his Instagram. It's in the description. But while you're there asking him about, hi, I'm Troy McClure, you can actually ask him about some financial advice. Because guess what he's going to do? He's going to start up a wee online business for you. That is right, troops. As if, you know, we get you the hoodies, we get you, what else we getting you? We're getting you it all. And we're starting up businesses for you and that. So what's an idea for a business? Maybe you want to paint bananas and sell them to, I don't know,
orphans.
Maybe that's what you want to do with your life. You want to paint them, maybe multicoloured bananas, and sell them to orphans, which I think is a bit immoral, selling things to orphans. Maybe we should just give things to orphans. But if you want to start another business that's maybe a bit of a better idea than that, get in touch with Scott McClure. He's going to set it up for you within 90 days. 90 days. Can you believe that, Jamie?
Easy done, mate. Easy done.
No, wait, you're not sad. So 90 days. He's going to set it up for you from the bottom to the top. Yeah, you're going to be ready to take sales in 90 days. Also, he's got a second mentorship course, which is going to help you. If you've already started the business, he's going to help you push it even further, baby. We're going all the way to the top 2022, aren't we, Jamie? Jamie, you're not in this ad. We're going to the top. We can all eat in 2022. Get in touch with Scott McClure. What he'll do is he'll book a wee call with you, check if you're all right with it, kind of assess you, see if you're the man or woman or anything else for the job. And it's as easy as that. And you're getting 20% off if you go through Reilly's Gaff. So go down, get in touch with Scott through his Instagram. It's in the description. Get yourself started. Start making that moolah. Cheers.
Thanks.
Shut up.
Oh, we're all hinking it. I know we're all hinking it. It's not been addressed, Evan. It's not been addressed, right? One, I'm growing a beard.
Are you?
Aye. As of yesterday.
I thought you were just down in your luck, mate.
Out in the street.
I think you'd hit rock bottom.
No yet. Growing a beard. I've changed my haircut, Evan. For in the short time we've done this podcast, I've had tried to do multiple things, but I'm just settling for a sick fade for Myles Co. Leaving the tap, no doing all that stupid scrape back stuff and that. And I know everybody was pure in the comments, oh my god, what's happened to Jamie's luscious flowing locks? They're gone, right? And I might dye them purple as well. So
in honour of Reilly's Gaff.
Aye, go to Myles Co. You want to do the rest?
Aye. So Myles Co, man, it's in the West End. Look, we've told many tales of Myles Co. Some maybe some myths. Some very, very true, some very close to home, you know. It's in the bustling heart of the West End, probably the nicest part of the city, I would say, come on.
Yeah.
It's right across from Hillhead subway station, next to Subway, innit?
Is it?
Next to Subway and across from a Subway.
Aye. No, it's taco. It's a mad taco show. That's another thing.
Mate, that's a bit of fucking weird in the fucking world.
Well, mate, a haircut, a pint in parlour or something, and then a taco. They don't sponsor us. A pint anywhere.
Aye. You've got everything there going for a wee haircut. You can go across the road and get a wee ice cream sandwich.
Oh, yes.
And it doesn't get much better than that, guys. So go to Myles Co. You're getting money off your haircut. If you mention that you've seen, I seen you on that fucking Reilly's gaff, man. It's fucking so funny and sexy. And they'll probably say, what are you talking about, mate? But you will get money off your haircut. So get down, see the guys, Deck, Callum, Dodsey as well.
Dodsey,
new guy. Callum, Ryan.
Yep.
Am I missing anybody? Campbell. Oh, fuck, that's who cuts my hair.
I never mind him. Never mind that wee Campbell.
Get down. Mention Reilly's gaff. Cheers.
Thank you.
What do I love most in the whole entire world?
Hoodies.
What do I really like to wear on my head?
Hats.
What do I like to wear on my back?
Socks. Oh, fuck, sorry.
Jamie!
I'm sorry.
Get out, that's why you're not. That's why I didn't wear me. No, fuck that again, mate. This guy, look, first of all, I'm looking for a new co-host. Second of all, if you want a hoodie, you want a hat, you want some socks. What else have we got? I've got a backpack. I've got a Collection 26 backpack. They've got it all, baby. They've got it all.
I also heard through the grapevine from a little birdie that they were getting the two most handsomest young podcasters in the world to model for them soon.
Mm-hmm. Open Goal are going to be modelling it. No, we are going to be modelling, I think, maybe.
I know.
And honestly, who would have thought, we start the podcast, it's two humble young lads, and now, honestly, the head is humongous, yet the ego needs to be tamed, and the modelling in that is no doing us any favours, is it?
Not doing any good at all.
We are, as my tech teacher said to me one day, he kept me behind after class, Jamie, and he said to me, you think you're a high flyer, cowboy? Well, you're coming down with me.
Oh, so he was already done, or he was taking you down?
I don't know where he was, but he had the intentions of taking me down.
Is it hell he's talking
And here's
about?
the thing, Mr. Black, fuck you, mate.
Oh!
Fuck you, Mr. Black.
Shots fired.
And Mr. Black, R.I.P. because he was a fair age, and you know what? Honestly, don't care. So go to Collection 26, get all your hoodies. If you hate Mr. Black as well, buy two hoodies. There you go.
Get a black one for his funeral.
And watch out for us. Fucking modelling, getting at the pout and that.
Also, sorry, Evan. What did you buy your boyfriend or girlfriend for Valentine's Day? Flowers and that?
Pathetic.
Ugh.
Shite.
Ugh, wouldn't have been me.
Mate, why would you buy something that dies in like a week?
Nah. You want to buy something that enhances your life for a substantial amount of time.
Yep, that's right, baby. So, I know that you've probably let your boyfriend down this year with your present. It was probably some wee card with like pictures of you. So,
Aye.
Paris, and look, remember we went to this big dinner, and fuck all that. Get a fucking hoodie for him. That's what he wants.
Material objects.
Materialism is the way forward, guys, right? Capitalism, screwing everybody, stab your friends in the back. Cheers, guys.
Have you seen on TikTok, like I'm sometimes scrolling through TikTok, it's like you want a wee trance and you're just waiting for something to pop up, and then sometimes a live will pop up, right? Do you would you watch a live if it pops up? Like random kind of ones, you know what Lee Suddy, obviously, but if sometimes just random ones for like America and Mexico and that pop up in mine, and what I've been getting a lot is cunts trying to peel eggs when they're raw.
I've seen this.
What is that all
about? They're
sitting
with like tiny tweezers and that. Mate, did you know what? But I've been in the lives, and like the cunts in the comments are always pure, why the fuck are you doing this and that? And they're always pure, it's very relaxing. And it's like
no, they don't talk, do they?
Aye.
Mate, my egg peelers have never spoke once,
Your egg peelers? you're peeling the wrong eggs, mate.
Evan's saying I've started saying because of darn fox. But
this is what happens. But like when I worked with a guy for Edinburgh, and within about 3 days I was going, at the end of every sentence.
I like it, so it's here to stay.
I think it sounds it's very commanding. It's like I want an answer after you, mate. Like I'm not just saying this and then we stop talking. I know what you want to say back to that.
But you're saying it. It's not like you're going saying something and then stopping and then going. Your reaction is just like it's just like a wee one.
It's like it's
an inviting.
It actually comforts me when people do it. I think I've always liked people that do that.
But the eggs, what about these eggs, Evan?
What do they want to do?
Right,
it
I
just like
watched
a
one.
jiggly
Mate, I
ball
watched
once
one for ages, and it takes so long. And I watched one because it was like near the tap. I was like, I could watch this for 10 seconds, and this thing will pop. Joking for it to pop for some reason.
Does it not just stay as a ball? Like,
Aye, it's like a wee bag.
whoa,
It's like a wee ball bag.
Mate, it's insanity. Mate, the things you see on TikTok, and a lot of people have asked about Lee Sutherland coming on. We've had multiple, so we are in contact with Lee. Something is going to be done, folks. We don't know what. Obviously,
Something amazing.
we know that I'm a fan. I don't know if I could even handle sitting across from the man. I think I would.
Aye,
I think I would. I couldn't even do the podcast. I don't think so.
I would need to take charge of that one.
You would. I might not even be there. Imagine
Be sitting there.
Imagine I was like, bro, like 10 minutes before it, I'm like, I won't make it, bro. Just do it on your own. That would be
That'd be
insanity.
like, have you seen like what's that fucking Wayne's World when he goes away and his mad pal Gaff's just sitting like.
Aye, mate, that's just like silence,
he
mate.
smiles now. He's like.
But Lee, man, we're gonna do something with Lee.
Well, you were wanting to try and get maybe on like a video call to like apprehend the police, like all the corruption and that.
Because what I want to do, people, is right, and if you're a fan of Lee, you know exactly what I'm talking about here, right? In this city, there's a lot of corruption, lies. What else can I say? There's Greg's.
Yep, there is Greg's.
If Lee comes on, I don't know if he'll come on. Maybe we'll phone him. Maybe we'll see what's happening. Everybody knows I love Lee. It's a well-known fact. The man has gave me a lot of joy in my life, mate. So I would like to tell him about it and ask a few questions when he started, loving or hating the police.
It's a love-hate relationship, isn't it?
Maybe things like you can still get 24 packs of Coca-Cola.
Yep. You can.
You just
Like
need
the
to
High
look in
Court's still there.
The High Court is still there, and among other things, it would be a spectacle. But we need to figure out the right environment.
I thought like a news roundup thing, Evan. Like
because I knew
a police report thing.
If there's a man I want to be doing a police report in the city of Glasgow, mate, in the lands of Scotland, it's Lee Sutherland. Now, what happens is in this city, and obviously Lee unveils this, there's a lot of corruption, a lot of lies,
A lot of greed.
a lot of pishy tea for your eggs, a lot of hard stacked sausage rolls, and honestly, you know, we need to involve the man because we need to. Obviously, we've got a platform. We need to tear down the corruption and lies in the city of Glasgow.
Aye, you'd be doing a service.
So we'll
Getting
figure
Lee on.
something out, troops. It's coming. We just need to figure out how we can do the report.
If you get any suggestions, comment them.
Because look, it's no secret the man is a highly requested guest, so
He is.
we need to know what you want to do with him, man.
Do you like Will Farris, Jamie? Aye, I was there last night. It was good.
A wee gig.
It was very good, mate. It's first gig I've been to in like 2 years because of this. Oh, this is bro.
Oh, that's mad.
All this stuff that's been happening. TM.
Did it feel weird?
Aye, it was
Where
good. No, it was
Barrowlands?
bang. Barrowlands, aye. It was class.
Classic, bro.
Mate,
Classic.
and there's Will Farris got a woman singer, right? And I thought last night,
Is she called Alice?
I don't know. Want me to ask her?
Fuck's sake, I don't know.
I realised last night listening to the beautiful tones. I think women are better front men in bands.
I don't know, brother.
Why is it not happening, man? Like it's a pure male thing, innit? Like
I was just laughing at you saying front men.
I know that's being a front man's a very male thing, isn't it?
Aye, it's one of the most male things out there.
But
man.
I like Will Farris. You got a problem, Liam? Do you like them? Message me.
There is some sarcastic emojis after that.
I know I didn't include day ones.
I wanted to, because I seen this the other day out my back window, mate, because obviously I see a lot of people strolling by there, right? Mm-hmm. And I seen a guy and it was the funniest thing ever because I was like, this is the most Scottish thing you could ever do, right? The guy looked like a bit of a bam, I mean, a bit fucking, and he had his pram, right? And he was like pushing this mad fluffy pink pram, right? But you could tell he was like that. I need to sort of even out the masculinity here, so he was pure walking like that.
Swaggering, innit? The buggy going left and right now.
It was pure rocking. I was like that. Why would you even like a baby is the pure worst thing ever. Get on, but no, a baby is like the
your wee
that's
thing.
you like mate, time to drop the whole
The act.
and But maybe he is just that mental.
But
But
that
I
kind of
feel that's a
reminded me.
Scottish thing.
That kind of reminded me of the thing that we were talking about once. I was saying when if a lassie hands you a bag, you like kid on that you don't know how to hold a bag. So like it's got a big handle goes up like that, but you like scrunch it up and you're like.
Aye.
And all that,
Mate,
no, I mean, it's
like,
one of them mad things that people like
Aye.
act too mad. Like, you need to sit down in pre-mart and that. Well, she's getting cared and that. Like, it's all that gear in it.
I like fucking, mate, because I made a video ages ago and it was about like, because I used to always think, I used to catch myself doing it. See, like, if you were in like Zara or something with your bird, I'd be wearing, I'd be walking about and it would be like, busy and that, and I'm pure like seeing cunts, and I can feel myself like walking as if like pure. My body language is like I'm not interested in any of these clothes. Know what I mean? As if people are going to be like, oh my god, you're in a lassie show.
He looked at a tap or something.
Oh my god, he's looking at girls' clothes. I don't know what. I don't care, but I just automatically do it.
Have you ever caught yourself in that situation and like you're walking by a guy that's like the same age? You're like,
Aye,
well,
mate, you give him the mad nod as a fucking shops.
Birds,
How bad is shops, bro?
How bad is
How bad shops, bro? Know what I mean?
shop bad, bro?
How funny do we some cunt turn around and there's actually how bad shops, bro? People like, what, mate?
I can just imagine that. A man cuts on outside. I'm off license. How bad shops, bro?
Yeah, how bad is shop, bro? Worst thing, mate. I'd be like, you know, you just be like, I know, mate. And just like,
defo. See that mechanism of talking to people, like, you just need to go defo, mate.
100%, mate.
Aye, that's what we do to each other all the time.
Aye, that's how we just get through these podcasts.
Defo,
we just
bro.
agree with each other. And that is really just, if you want to get on with people, just agree with them.
That's
just agree, man.
Peace in the Middle East and that, innit?
Aye, we could try and sort that out.
Just agree, bro.
That's coming on Patreon. We are going to solve the conflict in the Middle East by exclusive Patreon content. We're also going to be curing illnesses. So check that out, guys.
Talking about eckies.
So we got a question in, didn't we?
Right. We got a few questions. We get one question in.
We got one question in. Thanks, mate. Hi, mate. Why is Jamie's cock so big? Hey, love the podcast.
Evan, what were you up to in Thailand?
I mean, so many people say that to me.
When I was going to Vietnam, cunts kept saying to me, like, people that I worked with every single day, and I was doing stuff to like get prepared to go to Vietnam. It was just like, when you go to Bangkok? Mate, the same guy said Bangkok every time.
Mate,
how can you even think of a city in another obscure country instead of just a country?
How can you like? Obviously with Vietnam, mate, it's like it's not even a pure obscure place. It's like I had the same as you. I remember I was at like a family function thing just before I went to Vietnam. Every uncle was like that. It changed every pint they drank. How's happening? When you going to fucking Cambodia?
Miami?
Aye, mate. Fucking.
When you got to Blackpool?
When you go to Atlanta? I'm like,
The
more maybe. Aye, but mate, it was like Cambodia, and then he'd have a pint, and then I'd talk to my gay, but
wow,
so,
not.
You smash it out in Thailand, wee man. Nah, I'm like that. I'm no fucking got to Thailand, mate. But
I hope I don't smash it.
I hope I don't end up there because I'm not planning to go there, mate.
And also, like, people I notice people are like, it's a bit bogging in that, innit? And you're like, it's like a mad, what do you call it, metropolis, like much bigger than Glasgow and all that. And it's like people think it's all farms and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Still, it's a mad weird view of that country.
See when you go there, right? Like, see when you actually live there, it heavy changes you, mate. But like, I think I've only really recently realised this because Erin's pal, I think she said it to her, and Erin said it to me, and I was like, oh, like I just think about myself before I went, and I think about myself now, and I'm like, it genuinely the most terrifying thing I've ever done, right, was. I'm obviously not a teacher, bro, right? I don't actually know how to teach people.
Taught me a lot of stuff,
right?
bro.
There you go. I didn't say I wasn't a life teacher yet. Motivational speaker, therapist. I'll drop the PayPal below. So in Vietnam, and obviously I've got that certificate saying like I can teach, but I can't really. Like I've done a course for a couple of hours.
That course is like
that's like a uni thing you need to do.
You can like. If you get something wrong, you can just do it again and all
that.
Aye,
exactly. Aye, mate, it's like you're driving. They don't just stop you like trying. Know what I mean? So it's like, right, we'll get you through next time. Know what I mean? It's like they want you to have it. So it's like,
No,
TESOL it's called.
I did TEFL.
TEFL and TESOL. But I got that, and
it was that heavy, scary going into a classroom. I've like,
mate, listen, this is my first day, right? So we go for an interview, right? This mad Irish guy messages on Messenger. That's how you find jobs in that there, mate. Messenger, like groups, and mate, it just works so differently. Like you can just mail somebody and be like, I'm looking for a job, blah blah blah, this many years, this, and they're like, I can do that. Like it's just such a different way.
I've noticed all the Facebook groups, mate, that's like just jobs for expats in Vietnam.
It's mad living there, mate. Like you kind of think, and I think this is what older people do, and all they think you're going to move there. All the writing's so different and all that, and you don't know where you're going and all that. You're like, like the world has changed, mate. Like we don't just walk about with maps anymore. Like we know, like you can find things out. Like, but that's probably why they panic a bit when you're going to a place like that. But see, when I went, mate, right, my first class, I got this job. I went in, the Irish guy messages me and Erin, interview, and we'll like, try to dress up and that. We walk in, and it's just like, aye, so you'll be teaching, and I'm like, do you need to ask me some questions about myself first? They're like, this is the only question I asked. Have you got a UK passport? I was like, aye. They're like, have you got a TEFL? Have you got a UK passport? You're all good. Any experience? None? Sweet.
And you get decent doing that?
Aye, mate. Oh, like you're rich there, right? You're basically rich compared to everybody that's there, right? But see when I went to teach, right? So they were like, you'll have a class tomorrow, right? How mad is this? Imagine, like, this just wouldn't happen here. Imagine you got told, you're going to a class, right? And see, depending on like how good you do it, that's how much we'll pay you.
That's mad, isn't it?
Just like we'll judge, and then we'll give you a mad rate, and do you know what I mean? You can take it, but there is a going rate, if you know what I mean.
Aye, so see, when I was doing stuff, I was doing it with, I'm not going to pure name the mad service, but know how like one of the things, it's like, we'll sort your visa, we'll sort this, like, all that kind of stuff, and they were like, right, we'll put you in a school, and then it was like, on the part of the website I was reading, it was going on about like, you'll need to have a curriculum and stuff, you'll need to prepare like all that stuff that sounded pure serious. And then when I went and started looking on Facebook shit, it was like, you got to just sit up there and read stuff off, like,
mate, you walk in, mate, they don't care.
So is there a translator with you?
No, right, so I'll set the scene, right? This is my
lesson to me.
So my first class, right, they're like that, right, come in, you go to this address tomorrow, the school will be there, your classes at, you're doing one class, it's a half an hour class. I was in like preschool, 3 to 6 or whatever it was. No, 2 to 6.
Did you get bartered in that?
I mate, bartered. But when I went, it was like, so I went there, and then I went in the class, and I was like, yeah, always have a teaching assistant with you, right, who's like a Vietnamese woman who can like speak English, or a guy you
like kind of translate.
Aye, but like they'll like get the class to behave, and then you teach. Like you don't really need to be like, sit down, like, do you know what I mean? Because they don't even know what you're fucking saying. So I went, right, no joke, never taught in my life before, mate. In Vietnam, I'd only been there like a week, and I'm like in this mad shirt, sweating out my nut, mate, in this classroom. It's roasting, and there's like 50 kids come in, mate, 54-year-olds, right? And I'm just like, oh my God. And the teaching assistant's got a wee speaker thing, right, that just plays mad nursery tunes for them and that.
Right.
Just like, and they're talking Vietnamese, and I'm like, pure just walking,
that's
looking
surreal,
I felt
mate.
like I was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, mate. I was just
Aye.
like walking, and then I tried to start doing mad things, and I was pure, and I tried to play like a game of, so what it was is like a game that you can play is like Chinese whispers, so like you'll say
a word, and then they'll need to get it right.
It's an English word, so you'll say like apple, right? And then like they need to all say it to each other, so they're all practicing.
They need to say it right.
And then the person at the end like has to say what the word was. That's how I thought it would have went in my head, mate. I was like, what's it? And I was like,
apple.
And the kids were just looking at me as if, mate, you kidding me?
See,
I was doing
thought
nothing. Mate, I went in and I was like, and then like the fucking the person who was at my interview, Annie, right? Because they all have like English names, because they're like, you're not going to be able to say my name. My name's Annie. That's what they do, right? So Annie sitting there, Elena, right? And then the Irish guy as well, and they're all sitting up the back, and I'm like, what am I fucking actually doing right now? Like, I've just worked in the railway, why am I, right? And I start trying to do things, Chinese whispers, does not work, right? And at the end of it, I'm like that, like, they say, right, come sit here, and that, mate, it was the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life, right? Sat down, and like, the woman Annie was like that to me. This is what, imagine, like, you went for an interview, and somebody said this to you, right? She's like, you're not the best teacher, but you're not the worst. And I was like, what? Like, I thought she's going to be like, you've no experience, you've done well. She was like, you're okay, I've seen worse, this is the rate. And I was like, aye, sound. But after, as I was saying, like, it changes you. Like, see, after like doing that for a year, going on the back of motorbikes, going into classrooms, teaching in fucking mate, see when you come back here, nothing is like, you don't really get fazed by much. Like, it's because it's such a big mental place that you come back here and everything's civilized.
It's like more bland.
People stop at lights and all, like people say thanks. Like, it's no an intense environment. So like you come back here and it's just like,
if like
let's fucking rule this place.
So if people feel like that lived in Ho Chi Minh came out here to live, it would be like, this is pure
they would not,
a mad breeze, know what I mean? Or
no, because their culture's so different that I think
that they're used to that.
It would be weird for them. Aye. But coming for here and then experiencing what life is like there, and then coming back here, you realise how like privileged we are in that. Like, mate, I used to see like,
so is it a hard life to teach you there? No,
it's not a hard life, but it's a very intense place, mate. It's like it's just so busy, and it's like, it's just no like here at all. Like, the people are very different. They have a laugh in that, but their humour is very
everything. It's culture shock, innit?
And like, they're used to like going out at like midnight, like see midnight in Ho Chi Minh, like everything's still like
Cunts having their dinner,
people eating like full meals and that
Cunts
at midnight
in their
and shit.
t-shirts and
you
that
just
at midnight.
couldn't date, like, that just doesn't outdoors, all sitting just drinking mad fucking like iced tea, just it's just very different. So it's like they would find it weird as fuck living here.
Aye, just because it's a culture shock, innit? It's the same going like vice versa.
Yeah, there was like dead fucking. There was like there was a bit, because obviously the districts, right? It's like the further you go out, the more like rural it is, and the more like mad. And I used to like District 12, mate. You see when you've seen that in your schedule, mate. You were like,
mate, is that not a mad film? Mate,
you
District
go
9.
District 9. That was Chinatown, I think. But District 12, you go out, mate, and it's just mad. It's just mad, mate. It's like going back in time. Like, mate, there's fucking just deed, like cunts selling just deed animals on the side of the road. Just
sheep and all that.
Gear that, mate. Do you want that? It's definitely deed.
It's £4 or something.
I've killed that. It's deed. Do you want it? Like, just anything, mate. Horrible. And I used to see horrible stuff and all. Like, this isn't even funny, but see, like, I used to see like the further you would go out, you would see like outside people's houses there'll be a cage and there'll just be like puppies in it, and you're like, they're obviously like the place I lived at, mate. Literally, I lived in like, it was like a 4-star hotel, right? We lived in that, and literally the first place to eat when you came out the door was a dog meat place. And
mate, that is mad.
It was queued out the door every day, mate.
Is it any good?
It was stinking, and it was like, mate, but it's, see for them, right?
That's mad, mate. I didn't know.
They can't like farm the way we farm. Like, they can't like have like, they get all their meat and that imported for Australia and New Zealand and shit.
Do they? Aye.
And it's expensive because it's imported. So they need to like make do with what they've got. And now obviously I'm not condoning kids fucking eating dogs, but it's like, you can get why it gets to that there when you live there.
There's some places in America that eat squirrel and all that. Like,
is that why people were against banning it? Because people in poverty and all that were going to like starve or something?
I it might, like,
I thought that was just a stereotype.
It's because like it's just, you realise how desperate a situation people must be in there. Like, when you find out what you're making money wise, and then like so I would be getting paid like something like maybe like a good, even for here, like I would be getting like 15-16 quid an hour.
That's good, isn't it?
Quid an hour, like, and there a pint's like 30 pence.
Aye.
So it's like, imagine like how much expendable
life
money
you can have.
Aye. So, and then you find out that they're on like literally, but that's weird though, because that creates a dynamic between you, because they know, they're like, a lot of the teacher assistants are really nice, and a lot of them are like, you can tell that they're like, you're coming here, you're not even a teacher, and I'm getting paid.
And I've learned 2 languages.
I know how to teach, and I'm getting paid like so much less.
It's sad, that, isn't it?
So much less. Like, I used to get like maybe, what was it, like say 500,000 dong an hour, right? And they would get like 40,000. So imagine the price difference in that.
So it's like, mate, that's like at 1 to 10, 1 to 12.
Aye, it's exploitation, that's what they call it.
I noticed that like out in when I went to Cuba, I was staying in a place that was like just outside Havana, and it was like quite nice, if you know what I mean. Like, there was golf courses and all that, but then like we would go into Havana, and to get there you went through like rural Havana, they call it, and it's like the kind of farming communities and that, and they were telling us about how like they need to sell their meat to the state to get redistributed again, and they get pure fuck all for it. And it was like just all these mad, like political kind of like restrictions on things that you just wouldn't even imagine would be a thing. Do you know what I mean?
And it's
because they're just no used to that at all, and people are like, government try that, and you're like,
they're just you really actually don't know what's going on in the world until you're there seeing it. You know what I mean? Jamie, this question is from Twitter, from @CraigJarvis72. He wants to know funniest Sunday league moment. Shout out men from EK, so shout out to all the males.
All the males in East Kilbride
that are just in East Kilbride at the moment.
Yep. They're doing a good job.
I hope. Listen, you're at high altitude, braver men than me.
Aye. So Sunday, right, so I'm sorry. I was a bit of a legend of the game. Of the Sunday league game.
Really?
Aye, I was. Can't remember, wasn't I?
I was like, what?
I was playing for my pals team, Tollcross once, right? And shout out trips for Tollcross, but there was a guy in the other team, mate, right? I forget, I think it may have been Bells Hill something, right, that we're playing. And a guy in this other team was he was mental, like actual, just charging about, trying to fight with cunts. Like, see the most mental cunt in our team?
Aye.
He went up to him, pure heated, and he's like, what? And the mental cunt in our team was like, mate, I'm up. Like,
He's like, I'm going to take this one off, man. Why do you go?
Right, so we noticed he was wearing like a captain's armband, right? And we're like, he's obviously been at this team for... That wasn't the story. He hadn't been in this team for years. He had joined that team 2 weeks prior. His first training session, he came in and done, I'm the new captain and I play for yous now. Mate, that was a level.
That is a nutter, mate.
Apparently just at the jail and all that. Like,
right.
a frightening man, right?
The audacity, mate.
Mate, the balls.
To even initially think I'm going down there and I'm playing for them now, and I'm not even, because he really could have probably just asked and they might have just let him, but he's like, I'm not even dealing with a sort of answer here, like, I play for yous, but not only do I play for yous, I am now the captain.
I'm in charge of all these other people that have played for years.
I don't know.
Mate, that's the mentality of this man, right? So you think
it's a winner?
Nobody's going to, like, mate, he was going like that to me, right? I'm not going to say the slur that he used because it's a horrible slur, but he was going like that. Cause I just went up for a header and beat him to a header, and he was like raging about it, and he was like, yeah, you fucking F word, you fucking F, like, mate, God. I was like, mate, what, and that, he's going, what, you want to go for it, and that, you want to go for it, and I was like, obviously no, and he was like, you're a mad, just mere homophobic slurs. I was like, mate, if no wanting to fight with you makes me that, then sound as, man. He was a proper nutter, but evil was overcame by good, bro. Our goalkeeper, right, this nicest guy ever. He's a big boy in that, right, but he's just like, what's happening, bro? Like, just a nice, quiet, sound boy, right? That boy, like, at the 90 minutes we won, like, fucking, we scudded them, right? We haven't charged always, we scudded them. So he went in for a challenge to our keeper in the very last minute, and our keeper, he had his studs up now, and he got up and he's like, come on, fuck, bro. And the cunt done that and go up for his slide tackle and done what? And went in before he could get up. The keeper goes out with a big goalie glove, man, all bang, man. Sits him down, mate. Guys like that, and he gets back up and he goes to go for it again, and he grabs his neck, hits him again.
Oh, mate.
His bird or something on the side of the park, draps her Wayne, mate, for chest height, goes... and just runs on to start kicking fuck at the keeper and all that, mate.
Fuck's sake.
Funniest thing up. Well, no funniest, because obviously that. A Wayne's just fell to... That can't be good.
I hope the Wayne's in a better place now, mate. Jesus.
Than that family. No, but then she that runs on that shit, right? So then it all gets calmed down. The keeper's like gone away. He's getting put away. The other guy's getting put away, but he's like... gone off his nut as if that's never happened to me. Like, he's written his tap and all that, and he's like gone all red and veiny and shit, right? See, the keeper, he's taking off his boots at the side of like one of the fences. You get football parks, like the green fences. And the cunt like hops air that and goes to pure Superman punch him, right? And then a boy shouts, like, I'm not going to say the keeper's name, but shouts, keeper, watch. And he goes out and dodges him, mate, and just cracks him again. 3 times. Like, smash. But it genuinely kicked him up and down that football park, mate, so many times. It was like, oh, it was beautiful, mate. The guy was in the back of his motor. This is another, like, example how he's a psycho. In the back of his motor looking for a hammer that he had brought.
That's the thing about guys like that, but, like, they're just like... You got a leather, mate, I'm coming back with something.
Aye.
Just mad head.
It's horrible, that shit, man. Like, he was going, like, the keeper was going, like, I know I'm like alright now, but I'm worried. You know what I mean? Like, what's going to happen?
Hey, that guy sounded pretty unpredictable, mate.
He was, mate. It was, and he's coming on the podcast.
I hate to tell all.
He's taking out the
Bell
podcast.
Sound captain.
This is my podcast now. I'm the captain.
And my first get. That's basically what Jamie done. Like, slowly, Jamie is just becoming the captain here. I can't believe it.
Got the badge on. Oh no, that badge would be there.
Got the badge on.
The Clydesdale Bank badge. Mate, remember the old like SPL kits had like. How good was that,
days,
bro? You know what I was going to say there, didn't you?
What,
like the badges, Clydesdale Bank.
Fat badges. Mate, that's what I'm saying.
The mad fuzzy badges.
Your games died, bro. Like, seriously, like fucking. Where's all the big badges went? Know what I mean?
I was getting so ready for that big speech of it, like.
Where's all the fucking badges? Listen, SPF, Neil Doncaster, are you listening, you fucking pleb?
And Budge.
One, you're getting it. Two, where's all the fucking big badges, mate? We want them back.
And three,
I want 5 Clydesdale badges just on the one end, mate.
I want a pink Champions League badge on my chest. Am I allowed that?
Well, we'll need to see what they say back. Listen, we want a meeting immediately. Neil Doncaster, Simon Diamond,
Simon Donnelly.
Axl Rose. Let's see what you're saying when you're on the podcast.
Tell your story. This is why we love Collection 26. They've got big badges.
Huge, humongous badges.
Big, massive badges.
We love that in the podcast. We love badges and badgers. So yesterday, Jamie, I was coming out of my work and looked at my phone, went to my message request, mate. Now, the message request can be a very dangerous place, ladies and gentlemen. Seen a lot of things in there. Some that I'll never ever forget.
Shaped you as a person and all that.
Change who I am to my very core. But I get a message from a young man named Connor Hughes. So his stuff's in the description if you want to go and check him out after this, right? But I got a message saying, I've made a fucking song with your video in the song. And I was like, what? You kidding on? So I was in my car, fucking played it. Let's listen to the tune. My absolute chaos, mate.
Absolute tune.
What the hell's wrong with your jacket? It's the one that gave Gordon's. Dad, I'll be honest, I've been thinking prop. Prop, not even 50-50. They're going crap at that real deal. I can't believe this, Marcus told me. You're meant to be working at Means Dragon in an hour. Papa ain't going anywhere for at least 2 days, man. I'm charging out my nut.
That's fine.
Mate, I was in a trance there, bro. What a tune.
And that's what they call it, trance. I don't think that's trance, but
Gabber in it.
That's some beautiful stuff. But man, insanity.
Aye.
Insanity.
What was that like to hear for the first time, mate?
Very like. But I was I was like pure laugh. It's just madness, mate. It's just a.
Did you know what it was going to be, or
no? No, I don't. I just got told that I've put you in a song, mate, and I was like, "This, hey boy, they're on a country night." If it was that, mate, fair play, but that's better.
Aye, that is better. The drap after that, man.
Mate, it's mad. It's on for about like 8 minutes or something.
Is it an
Go
actual
listen to the
tune?
full thing. We'll put the link in the description. Absolute madness. It gets like better and shit as well. So it's insanity. But
Mate,
very mad thing, mate.
We've been looking for.
Aye.
Like, do you
So
want to talk about
obviously
this?
that's a bit of creativity from a young man, and that's a beautiful thing, and I think that's what we need a bit more of, ladies and gentlemen, because as you've probably realised, right, the intro tune that we all know and love, right, R.I.P. They've started pulling us down for it, man. They've done, you know, when we first started, this tune was alright to use, and now it's no, we don't know what's happened, but
we're reviewing our legal options, aren't we?
but you need. We're talking to many solicitors, including Lee Sutherland at the moment. But what we need for you is, right, we want you to make us an intro tune, and obviously you get like shouted out like every episode. Basically, it'll come up your name
I'll
or
give you a
whatever.
hug
You'll be
and
in.
all.
So think about it, man. Make us a wee intro tune, but it's got to match. It's got to match your intro. So like, think about that. But if we've got any creative people out there that want to make us a wee intro tune, you'll be immortalised on a podcast.
Or like make us anything, like you can make us like art or like fake money or that, like fake notes if you want to make them, just send them off.
Make
you want.
checks out to us.
Aye, that's a good one.
Good
Make
to that.
headlines, reach for the stars.
Aye, that's it, man. But if you want to make a wee animation or anything like that, like we want to see it, man. We want to see it. So definitely DM us, shit like that. We love that stuff. It's just it's class to see, man.
I miss the intro tune so much, yeah.
I miss it.
These bad girls, they get hurt.
Should we just fucking put it in?
I always think
actually
it's,
canny.
see, when I think about it in my head, it's always Mask Off.
It's like the same, like-
yeah, the what is
See
flicks
that
in.
tune, that's actually for something like 100 years ago or something, so I don't know if you
Is it?
can actually use it.
But hey, guys, episode is over.
What is it, episode 18? Something like that?
17.
Getting right through these, aren't we?
What one do you think we'll call it quits at?
19 or something?
Aye, 19 to 20.
No, but
It's coming.
that would be mad soon. Like, would they get to like...
Hunter? What are we going to even be like, mate?
Aye. We'll come in with big like robes, like see like big
We
like
will have
fur robes.
we will have went full Kanye by that point.
Aye.
100%,
Mate,
mate.
for just having like
Like we're going to get
100 episodes.
a guarantee by episode 100, all us hate each other. We don't even talk to each other, but we just come in and date.
Hey, we just
Perfect.
sit smoking like that,
Aye.
and looking at each other and all
Aye,
that.
and like when it starts, we're on.
Aye.
And like guests are just like, what the fuck's going on here,
It's
man?
like the Beatles like break up.
That is what
That's what it
happens.
would be like if
I essentially, that is actually what I've been hearing been bandied about at the moment. People are actually saying Reilly's Gaff could be the Beatles of
Aye,
podcasts,
I
which
heard
is
that.
pretty big, mate.
Aye, Reilly Gaff Mania.
Right, it's running wild through the nation, mate.
It is.
Us going to a meeting,
I think that's hilarious.
one of the greatest moments in human history. People
It'll
are
be
calling it.
like what's that mad Trumping trade deal of the century?
Aye, or it's like
Whatever.
getting on the moon, the moon,
the moon.
the moon, landing on the moon.
That's like you've only never seen it written down.
Moon.
I know,
Right,
mate.
aye.
There's
So,
like-
troops, we are really cutting it fine in here. The boys who talk Scottish football coming in after us. So
Are they, aye?
go watch that as well. They're class.
yeah, good.
Go watch
good
them.
boys.
So, troops, thanks for sending in the questions. We'll save them all for next time. These will be like once a month or something. So, hope you enjoyed it. And bye from us, I take it.
Bye from me.
And and always remember, guys, as you move through life, it really is better to be looking at it than looking for it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, trips.